Gentlemen, we all know the rules of boxing. Good, clean contest. Shake hands. Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8 3-minute rounds.
Well, John Simpson, a very much improved fighter, I think. Here fighting an 8-rounder. And I thought his performance in beating Andy Morris, who he stopped in 7 rounds on the Edinburgh show, the charity show in London back in September, was outstanding. Really sharp on that occasion, and I think an increasing belief in himself, Richie, not only as a boxer but also as somebody who can actually dish it out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's had 2 wins, hasn't he, over Andy Morris, and Andy Morris is a real decent kid. So Simpson, yeah, he's improving all the time, and he's in against a guy here tonight who's a bit of a spoiler, underestimated boxer as well, Al Hamidi, better than what his record certainly suggests. So Simpson will be looking for another good performance here, John.
Well, Al Hamidi has been in against 5 undefeated fighters in his short career, only been a professional from 2006, had all his fights in Britain. Won his last fight against Carl Allen, beat him on points, but the only man to have stopped him, which I think is probably a little bit more telling, is a very good fighter indeed, and a familiar name to British fans in Michael Gomez. Did him in 3 rounds back in June. There's a mixture of the champs. Some are for John Simpson and some are for Ricky Hatton, who's parked himself directly behind one of our cameramen. How much he's actually seeing of the action, I'm not too sure. Simpson in the past has cut on occasion. Had the WBU champion Derry Matthews on the floor on one of the occasions when he really did literally wind up a bloody mess before going down to a points defeat, and on that occasion Matthews he deducted a couple of points, didn't he, through the course of the fight. And there were those at ringside, I know opinion was widely differing on that, but there were those at ringside who thought if Simpson hadn't cut, he may well have done Matthews.
There's a lot of people who thought like that, John. Yeah, you're quite right. And Simpson here now, he's boxing very sensibly here in this first round, John, because Hamidi's not a bad kid himself, works well to the body, Al Hamidi. So Simpson boxing nice and sensibly behind that jab, and he's looking to step in and land the left hook also, Simpson. But I think I've been quite pleased with Simpson in this round. He hasn't gone in there reckless, got behind his boxing and kept that guard nice and high. There's that left hook and a straight right hand, not too far away.
Yeah, the lovely old 1-2 from John Simpson there. Good timing in the early stages. Simpson, who lost to Stephen Foster Jr., is due up shortly against Alex Arthur, lost to him on points. Other defeats controversially again against Dazzo Williams on Williams' home territory in Hereford, and also early in his career to Lee Holmes, who's done pretty well in that opening period. And there's Youssef Al Hamidi with Chris Aston, his trainer, trains in Huddersfield at the Northern Fitness Centre. And there's John Simpson with Danny Lee. Let's see a bit of the action from that first round, Richie.
Yeah, some good work here from Simpson. Just catching his man and pushing him back a little bit. But Simpson was generally in control there, John. Here's Ricky Hatton. A little bit of damage around that right eye. And that cameraman I was telling you who was right in front of you, able to get a pretty good shot of him there. Bit of damage there, as inflicted by Floyd Mayweather. Be interesting to hear what thoughts Ricky has about his ensuing career from here on. Has he got another fight in him as a welterweight, or is it back to light welter? He's talking rematches with Mayweather, but he's about a bit of rebuilding, I think, before he gets to that. Well, I wouldn't recommend that. Not at welter. And if you can get Mayweather down to light welter, maybe, but I doubt if Mayweather will come down to light welter. I think Mayweather's going to take a fairly sizable sabbatical. Got a few clubs he wants to visit and throw a few $100 bills around, I think. Just let me know which ones they are, John, will you? You ever do any of that when you were a champion? Yeah, but
I threw 10 pence pieces.
Altogether more painful. Let's get back to the boxing. John Simpson with a height and reach advantage over the squat, powerfully built Al Hamidi. Al Hamidi incidentally went 6 with Ricky Burns, who had just seen in action on the Calzaghe-Kessler undercard not too long back.
I actually seen that contest, John, and Al Hamidi, I mean, he's not a super featherweight, no way. So to go 6 rounds with a genuine super feather in Ricky Burns, that's a good performance.
Yeah, tough kid. 29 years old. As I say, only stopped the once as a professional. Simpson, a tough lad, full of confidence. Oh, he's cut his ear around the left eye. Certainly a mark on the face of Simpson. Let's have a look at that more closely when he turns. Maybe just grazing. I'm not too sure.
No, I can't see a cut, John. From
No, it's not. No, I tell you, no. Apologise for that one. Misled people. Just the shadow looked as though he'd got a cut. He's got that tendency to cut as well. He's sort of kind of looking for it. In my case, there when it's not there.
He's got a tricky opponent here in front of him. Al Hamidi's got good movement. He's got a good left hook himself. But I'd just like to see Simpson throw more shots in terms of combinations. He's thrown a lot of single punches, and Al Hamidi seems to be reading them and getting out of the way. So maybe start throwing 3s and 4s.
Al Hamidi giving a decent account of himself at the moment. Making Simpson miss a little bit wildly and having some success of his own with counters. Some punches which landed around the face of Simpson. And that was the one which that was there when they was doubling up on those jabs. That was when I was suspecting that damage which was done, but mercifully not so.
Yeah, probably just made the eye a little bit reddened, didn't it? But 3 good jabs there from Al Hamidi. Hard round to score that one, John.
Yeah,
Al Hamidi he had a fair amount of success in that round.
Chris Aston, the guy speaking English there. You might hear the odd word of Arabic from Abdul Magabal, who's in that corner as well. Impressed on the homework?
I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed.
Who also lives in Dewsbury.
Of course.
Well, John Simpson in the gold and blue shorts certainly took the first round. Second round a little bit closer, as Richie was telling you, maybe a bit more difficult to score. It's an 8-rounder, so the scoring being done by the referee, Scottish referee Paul Graham. Well, he's touched down, and I think he's giving it as a knockdown. Well, he swung himself off his own feet, but there was a contact made, and that's a knockdown. So now Simpson's got it to do.
I think he was just caught off balance, wasn't he, John? I think there was a left hook landed by Al Hamidi. But as you say, I think it was a time where Simpson was throwing a shot himself and just was caught off balance and touched down, and the referees scored it as a knockdown.
Well, he's got to keep his composure now. He can't get wild going looking for big shots to try and turn this one around instantaneously. He's got to stick to his boxing as Simpson.
He's got to keep this right hand up, John Simpson. Got to keep the right hand up, because Al Hamidi's got a lovely left hook. He actually leads with the shot, looking to land that punch. So Simpson, keep that right hand up to block the shot.
That's better. A roar of applause from Simpson's fans as he landed with that right cross. Few chance of easy going up from the Simpson fans, and I can't see where that's coming from. Anything but at the moment.
Oh, that was better. Lovely left up there from Simpson. Got the timing spot on there.
Yeah, responded just as Al Hamidi was trying to throw his own right hook into the body. Beat him to the punch, Simpson. A little bit of a difficulty in punching down Simpson. Probably a good 2 or 3 inches taller than Al Hamidi. Al Hamidi fights out of a fairly crouched, hunched sort of style. He's got good defensive skills.
Got good basics as well. That left jab he throws through 2s and 3s, and at least a couple of them are getting home. Also the little left up to the body there from Al Hamidi. Lovely little shot. Oh, good left up from Simpson himself.
That's another one turning out to be a really good little fight, this one. And it's a round which presumably has to be scored to Al Hamidi. With the knockdown, it may well go down as a 10-8.
Oh, good shot there, good right hand right at the end of the round, John.
And it came not a moment too soon, that bell. Simpson celebrates as he goes back to his corner because he knows that he nailed him with that right hand, and had them in another 30 seconds or so, Al Hamidi could have been in a little bit of trouble. See the knockdown.
It's a little left hook. Oh yeah, it's a great shot, John. It's a yeah.
Well, he's off balance, isn't he? I mean, he's caught a good shot, but yeah, it was fair enough.
He was throwing a shot himself, wasn't he? This is the little punch at the end of the round. Seems to be on the top of the head, but there was a bit of a delayed reaction, but he was definitely stunned from that.
Yeah, somewhere around the back of the head, wasn't it, that one?
Give a chance. What one is next round now? Okay.
Corners, 10 seconds.
How do we score that round then, John?
Well, you've got to score it for Al Hamidi, I think, because of the knockdown. Whether it's 10-8 or not is debatable, because Simpson certainly won the rest of the round. Al Hamidi, though, certainly back in it. Simpson trying to let the punches flow a little more now. And you could tell that he sensed a turning of the tide at the end of that third round when he did land with that right on the top of the head, and he's looking to repeat the message.
I think Simpson's certainly got the power, hasn't he, to trouble Al Hamidi. Hamidi's skillful, got some lovely moves, some lovely little shots. But Simpson, for me, he's got the power and probably holds the key to the fight as regards that power.
Yeah, Simpson's a bigger puncher than his record suggests. He's only got those 6 stoppages in his 16 wins, but he's maybe not a big one-punch knockout artist, but he certainly commands authority and commands respect with the sharp punches that he is able to unload. That right in particular is a dangerous shot.
And looks the more powerful, John, in this contest.
Well, he got clipped and took the count in the third, but Simpson looks as though he's ridden out a storm, such as it may have been, and is now starting to assume control. Simpson really trying to wind up that right hand.
This is a decent workout for Simpson. This is.
Yeah, he's making him think, isn't he? He really
definitely.
is.
Al Hamidi, good mover, throws punches, different angles. Better there from Simpson. But he throws sneaky shots, Al Hamidi. Oh, good body shot.
Yeah, but Al Hamidi caught him with a straight left as he came in, and it put Simpson right back onto his heels. Really good straight left-hand lead. For a small man, he's got a good jab.
I think that hurt Al Hamidi there, John. It was a lovely left hook to the body, but yeah, he himself caught Simpson with a jab.
And the body shot from Simpson, trying to soften his man up. Oh, good fight. Good fight. That must be a round for Simpson. I've got it 3-1 at the moment, Richie, but if it was a 10-8 round, that knockdown, then it's closer. Here's some action from the fourth.
There's that little left hook to the body. I think that hurt him, John.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He soon backed off, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe still feeling the effects there.
Well, the body shots are the worst shots to take, they really are, because you can feel them 3 or 4 rounds later. The pain is still there, and it slows a moving fighter down, remember, working to the body.
Al Hamidi being told to go back to the jab, and the instructions for Simpson, come on, stick with him, stay on him, keep the pressure going. Into the second half of the fight. Well, you might have seen Simpson there flicking away as though there was a fly around his head. That's precisely what there was.
Yeah.
Not whether it was a bee or a wasp, but it was a fairly sizable looking thing. So it may have had a rating with one of the governing bodies.
Don't say it was a flyweight, John. Whatever you say.
Leave that line to you. Oh, good shot to the body. Al Hamidi just trying to get a little bit of mobility into his tiring arms. You sense at this stage that Simpson's looking the stronger man.
Yeah, he's just slowed down a little bit, hasn't he, Al Hamidi?
Yep.
And Simpson should, start taking control now, coming forward, because Al Hamidi is not the same fighter on the back foot.
You know, when you see the guys flex their arms trying to get a bit of mobility into them, usually means that the old tiring is setting in. A little bit like a runner with the lactic in the legs.
Solid jab there from Simpson. I'd like to see him double that jab up a little bit more. Al Hamidi's reading the single jabs a little bit better with the 1-2.
Closing seconds of the fifth. Simpson win this one for you, Richie?
Yeah, he's won the round, John. Been a little bit more busier.
May have heard the cheers. Only one Ricky Hatton going up during that round. I think the man's just gone out to powder his nose. They cheer everything nowadays. Big crowd here tonight. A lot of interest up here in Scotland in the progress of Alex Arthur. The big fight coming up next for you, Arthur against Stephen Foster Jr. And a fair number of people have made their way up from Manchester as well, I can tell you.
That's one thing about Steve Foster, who takes a lot of crowd with him, doesn't he?
Keep rolling under them shots, but when you roll that right hand, come back with a left hook over the top. Come on. Still going for like the long.
Corners 10 seconds.
Come on. Sharp.
Manchester boxing has been on a roll, hasn't it, for the last few years, and I'm sure Steve Foster feels that his contribution to that has been a little bit underestimated. Into the 6th round then, and the British Featherweight Champion, John Simpson, the Scotsman, is ahead in this fight, we reckon, against Youssef Al Hamidi, the Syrian based in Dewsbury. But Al Hamidi did have his man down in the 3rd round with a really nice little left hook to the head.
What Simpson's got to start doing a little bit more of, John, is sustaining the pressure a little bit more. He's just holding his feet a little bit. You know, he's content just to stay there and use that single jab, but he's allowing Al Hamidi, that's giving Al Hamidi confidence to come forward. He should be trying to keep him back on his back foot, sustain a little bit more pressure, double up the attack. Look, see, Al Hamidi, he's in the comfort zone.
Perhaps still the memory of that left hand which put him down in the 3rd. Maybe just making him a little bit wary of letting him get forward and let the punches flow. Hate to use the term kind of one-dimensional, but I do think that John Simpson has got 2 or 3 gears beyond where he's operating at now. He's not really got out a second.
You see, he just caught his man with a lovely right hand there, but he didn't follow up. Just allowed Al Hamidi to recover. Again catches Al Hamidi. I think, you know, if he sustained the pressure a little bit, he could force a stoppage here.
Al Hamidi not offering a huge amount of his own now. Heads coming in there. The referee rightly saying, watch it.
Oh, good left hook again to the body from Simpson.
Maybe needs a few more of those. Not seen him throw too many uppercuts either. Al Hamidi trying to punish Simpson as he unbalanced, lost his footing in a slightly ungainly way.
He's waiting just far too long, Al Hamidi there. Sorry, Simpson.
So 2 rounds now to go. I've got Simpson in a lead by, I guess, about 3 rounds, maybe 4. There's the clash of heads there.
Yeah, and Simpson, well, it would be terrible to get beat on a cut now, wouldn't it? You know, the way he's boxing, he's got back into it, and he's in control. He's got to push his man back a bit more, be a bit more positive. He's waiting just a little bit too long for my liking.
Telling him to keep his shape. Stick to the boxing skills.
Jab, combinations, back your jab again. Right? Keep your shape.
Corners 10 seconds.
Keep your shape, John.
You go, work the jab, throw the combinations.
Round 7.
So 2 rounds to go. Simpson, I think, if he sticks to his boxing now and doesn't do anything stupid and find himself on the seat of his pants again, only needs to box his way through these 2 rounds and he'll have this fight in the bag.
Al Hamidi doing well at the start of this round, beating Simpson to the punch. Simpson's got to step on the gas a little bit more now and up the work rate a little bit.
For a little fella, he really does use that left hand well. He only stands about 5'5", you know, Al Hamidi, but he's got a good jab on him.
And he's got a fair amount of skill, hasn't he, John? You know, Al Hamidi. Decent kid, good movement. But I just think he's been allowed tonight just to work at his own pace. I'd just like to see John Simpson just up the pace a little bit more, throw more combinations, but like his corner said, get behind your jab and throw the combinations.
Simpson, another fighter who seems to have been around a fair amount of time now, but actually only 24. Ooh, just clipped by that left hand again. Mercifully this time only a glancing blow.
Yeah. Just allowing Al Hamidi too much movement. Good left jab to the body again from Al Hamidi. See, look at the confidence that's now being given him for Al Hamidi.
Well, Chris Aston, his trainer, told me he's a proud product of their state-of-the-art Northern Fitness Centre. He said it's slightly through, you know, sort of raised eyebrow and ironic smile, but whatever they're doing with him up there, he can certainly fight a bit.
That was a nice solid jab there from Simpson, that was better. But Al Hamidi is having a better round here, John, again.
Yep. Whether it's that Simpson's taken his foot off the gas, I think that's probably selling Al Hamidi a little bit short. He's fought well in this seventh. That's a good right hand, though, from Simpson in the closing seconds. But Al Hamidi, for the most part, the busier man in that round.
Yeah, that was Al Hamidi's round, no doubt. Better movement, better work rate, higher work rate, rather.
Last round, listen to me.
Well, one round to go. And I've still got this as being Simpson's fight, unless Al Hamidi puts him down. But Al Hamidi really had some good moments in that round.
Yeah, lovely straight left there. A punch that was at the back of the head there, but there was a good jab there from Simpson. But Al Hamidi's movement was a lot better in that round, and his work rate was much better.
Okay. So you must keep one end of your jab, John. Bang, bang. Aggressive boxing. So we're landing. Aggressive boxing. Okay?
Just a little bit concerned. They want to make him absolutely sure by winning this last round.
Double jab right hands. Come on.
If that third round was a 10-8 round, and that last one goes to Al Hamidi, it may be that he's only leading this by 5-3, Simpson, so a big round for Al Hamidi could yet equal things up. In which case, Simpson's cornerman, Danny Lee, his trainer, is absolutely right, saying you need to win this one big. Make sure.
Well, because of that knockdown, John, I've got Simpson by 2 going into this round. So he should listen to his corner here, keep that guard nice and high, work behind the jab, don't take any risks, and just box out, just box it out. I just think he's missed opportunities tonight, Simpson, when he's caught his opponent with some good shots. He hasn't followed it up, the feet have been a little bit slow, and he's just let Al Hamidi back into it.
Good footwork though, Al Hamidi, isn't he? He's a bit of a will-o'-the-wisp sort of fighter.
Good movement.
And he's carrying it all the way through, right the way through. He's still in there and still mixing it up with Simpson.
I would love to know his amateur career and where, what age he was when he started boxing. He's been well schooled.
Tell you what, Al Hamidi would be a terrific bloke to have in your camp if you were preparing for a big fight, using him as a sparring guy, wouldn't he?
Oh, superb.
Wouldn't he be good? Wouldn't he be good for that? Technically so good, so many moves.
Yeah. If you wanted an opponent that would be difficult to hit, this guy can get on his bike. He's got good movement, good lateral movement. He can be very elusive, Al Hamidi.
Well, we're in the last minute now as Simpson touches down again, but this time only a slip.
Again, John, I think this has been a decent workout for Simpson. He hasn't had it all his own way.
No. And he's been made to miss a fair amount in this last round. Al Hamidi giving as good as he's got.
Look at Al Hamidi now, he feels really confident. He maybe thinks a good last round and he could be in with a shout.
Well, not on my card, not quite.
No,
but it's certainly been an interesting one. And has revealed deficiencies maybe in Simpson, who's got it, and it is indeed Simpson who wins. But maybe not by a huge margin, and you can judge for yourself back home as you've watched, irrespective of the score that's been given out. You know from looking at John Simpson and from the reaction of his corner that he's been in a really good fight there.
Yeah, good contest. Al Hamidi was always in it and posed a lot of problems for John Simpson. We've seen Simpson box better, and if he wants to get up there with the big boys in the division, then he'll have to box better. But nevertheless, it was a good performance in terms of a good workout.
Okay, here, let's get the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, your referee, Paul Graham, scores the contest 77 points to 75. The winner in the blue corner, John Simpson.
Well, the referee's given it by a couple of rounds. I had it 1 round closer. I had it Simpson by just the 1. But Al Hamidi making it a really competitive workout with the British Featherweight Champion John Simpson emerging victorious.